Actually, wait 1 second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. Thank you, Mark. It is January 8th, 2025. Is that just going to work out the noise?
It's echoing now.
Put that on Mac Mini.
It's on Mac Mini.
Yeah?
Still, something's turned up somewhere.
We're working with a new system, so thank you for your patience as we figure that out. Thank you. I will start, as I did last year, reading our vision statement. The Ashland Public Schools strives to be a model district that creates a culture of inclusivity for our diverse students and staff who feel safe and supported, are empowered with the academic and social-emotional skills to pursue their chosen path, and embrace their roles as positive contributors to local and global communities. This meeting is being recorded by WACA Cable TV. Our plans this evening: a call to order, opening, procedures, agenda review, and adoption. There will be time for public participation. Our reports and presentations include student presentations. Yes. Warrant approval, superintendent's report, assistant superintendent's report, and then we will have second reading of policies, approval of policies, DJA, purchasing authority, DJE, bidding requirements, BHE, use of electronic messaging by school committee members. The consent agenda includes approval of gifts and donations, grant approval, minutes from December 11th, 2024, and we will not be entering into an executive session this evening. We're going to put that on hold until we get some further information. So I will take attendance. This is a hybrid meeting. Some of us are here, some of us are on Zoom. And just let me know if you're okay with the order of business this evening. I'll start with our friends who are online. Tina?
Here and yes.
Paul?
Yes.
Marcy?
Yes.
Mark?
Here, yes.
Okay. So we are ready to start by asking if there's anybody from the public who wants to give any comment tonight. And I don't see anybody in the room, and I don't see anybody online other than people who are on our agenda. So I'm going to move right into the agenda. We'll start with the student presentations. Hi, Brittany.
How are you?
Are you ready? Good. How are you doing?
You know, another day in paradise. I think Cassie is in, right?
She is. Yep. She just signed in.
I might have sent the wrong link, unfortunately, to Francine. Cassie, do you need me to give her a quick call?
I just sent her a message,
No,
so
here
I
she
think
is.
she's switching over.
She's coming.
Okay.
Is that going to bring
Perfect.
it echo again?
You want me to pull up that
As long as the font.
presentation, Britt?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for everybody to join, Cassia has obviously been doing a phenomenal job with the students in her program, you know, spending as much time with them as possible, peeking into the office, signing in and out of our space has been pretty awesome to hear all of the things that they've been doing day in and day out. Most recently, Cassia supported all of our young adults accessing public transportation, and the public transportation was awesome to our group and hooked them up with a whole bunch of swag, and is really supportive of pretty much doing whatever they need to help them be successful. Oh, hey, Sophia. How are you?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I see maybe a little helper in the background. Hi, Francine.
Yes.
All right. Cassia, if you want to go ahead and give your update.
Great. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for giving us some time to just give you a little update on some of the fun things we've been doing. So do you mind going to the next slide?
I don't. You just tell me when to switch.
Okay.
Thanks, Cassie.
Thanks. Sophia, do you see the screen right now?
Yep.
You want to tell everyone where we go on Thursdays?
Walking running.
Yes.
Where do you go?
Running some
YMCA.
Yeah.
The YMCA in Metro West, and we've even done some weightlifting with the assistive weight machines. As you can see in the bottom right corner, Sophia is very very flexible. We've done some great stretching, right? They have some amazing equipment there. Sophia, what's one thing that you like to do when you're on your bike?
Listen to video.
Listen to some videos, listen to some music, right? They also have a couple machines that are almost like an interactive video game. So as you're pedaling on your bike, you can play games and you kind of can steer, and the faster you're going, the faster your avatar goes. So people are very motivated to go to the YMCA. We have not had a chance to try the pool out or any classes yet, but we go for about an hour once a week so far, and we're trying to carve out another time during the week that we can get over there. But all three of our students are loving when we go to the YMCA, so that's been great. If you want to go to the
Wonderful.
next slide.
We just need a second.
Trying to get rid of the slide on, it's not my computer.
There we go.
Awesome. Sophia, do you remember where we go for our classes?
1 hour class. Music, art, and movement. 1 hour lunch and chat with your friends.
Where is it?
That's right.
Hopkinton
Hopkinton?
on Sunday.
That's right. So we have been participating on Tuesday mornings. We were doing almost every other week last semester, but it'll become weekly this for the rest of this school year, where we go and we meet up with other young adults, mostly in transition programs with Westboro, Holliston, and Hopkinton. And they have adaptive classes where we kind of will do music for a few sessions, and we move on to art for a few sessions, and then it's like a movement dance for other sessions. And they are graciously allowing us to also use their space afterwards, where we can have lunch with each other and socialize when the weather is nice. We're eating outside and also just taking walks around the campus there. We also will sometimes pop over to Hopkinton's transition space and check things out and see what they're doing over there too. So it's been a great way to connect with some other peers, which has been fun.
Awesome.
All right, we can go to the next one. This is my favorite picture of Sophia. You want to talk about this, Sophia?
On Fridays, it's probably Westboro, Austin, morning, relationship,
Relationships, yep.
social skills,
And social skills, yeah.
mission, activity.
Yes, so a lot of our friends that we have met during our Hopkinton Arts class, we meet up on Fridays, and we have done all kinds of things. We did some apple picking and took a hayride. In the fall, we just recently went bowling. We had a Yankee swap where everyone went and they purchased a gift, and then we had a little Yankee swap afterwards. We had a Friendsgiving where we went to Westboro's Sugar Shack, and everyone brought dishes that they made and we shared. So it's been really amazing. A lot of times we also just meet up at parks, and we'll bring a lunch in the nicer weather and do some walking around. And so it's kind of a mix of activities that will cost a little bit of money, and then just free time as free cost activities as well. One of the favorite times that we've had was just going to the Natick Mall and meeting up there and kind of going into different groups and finding stores that we liked and talking about different things and looking at prices. So that's been great to keep building our connections with peers too. So we can go on to the next one. All right, this is what we did today, right, Sophia?
Yeah, food pantry.
The food pantry. And on what?
Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays. What do you do there?
Lots of food.
Can you read the second one? Organize?
That's right. And we did a food drive at the middle school this November. Everyone was phenomenal. There was tons of donations. When they came into our classroom, all the launch students were checking the expiration dates, which was a great skill for everyday life to work on, but also very helpful for the food pantry to do that ahead of time. And then we brought everything in. We helped to organize the shelves when we go in. We put food back onto the shelves and make sure that they're organized by expiration date. We also help fill orders, so we'll get a shopping list and we have to go through the food pantry and collect the items for pickup. And so it's been great. We're working on kind of these living skills, but also in a very helpful way for Ashland. So that's been great. We can move on to the next one. Do you remember what our first fundraiser was, Sophia, last month? What were we doing? Wrapping, right? We offered a service to the middle school staff that if they wanted to bring in holiday gifts, that they could, for a small fee, have us wrap them. And I have to say, we did a very lovely job. They were very professional. We had different wrapping papers, so people had to work on customer service, money handling skills, reading the order forms, because people would request certain color ribbon or wrapping paper, and it was following multi-step tasks, which was great. So we did that for about, I think it ended up being about a week and a half, and we raised $76. So it was a great first fundraiser. We're going to put that money back into the program. So it'll either go towards, future fundraisers and purchasing some materials to keep that going, or back into the program, such as going grocery shopping to cook meals in the classroom. So that was great.
Yeah,
So cool. And then this was on Monday. So yeah, Brittany gave a little introduction about this. The Metro West Regional Transit Authority has been amazing. They have a travel safety program. So one of their coordinators met us at the middle school. She planned our route for us and she helped kind of tell us what to do. So we were able to cut through the field and flag down bus number 5 over on Memorial Drive. And this is a public, transportation, and they do have discounts for young adults who fill out applications for using their services. And so it was a great first step to practicing using public transportation, which we took to their hub over in Framingham, and she gave us a great tour of their building. And so it's something that we're looking forward to hopefully trying to use more often. There's set bus routes that we can use to get to Hopkinton and also to a lot of different places right in Ashland that we already go to. So over by Shaw's and Restore, so near a lot of the places that we have some internships. So that has been our fun so far for launch. Sophia, what do you think about waiting for that bus on Monday outside?
Frozen.
Pretty
Frozen.
Yeah.
It was
Again.
very cold, but people did a great job waiting for the bus, right, Sophia?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was all we had for today. Was there anything you wanted to add, Sophia, that you've been enjoying at launch recently?
Was it so fun? What's your favorite part of launch?
Okay.
Cooking? Cooking.
Nice.
We made some mini pizzas this week so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sprinkling on that cheese.
She did over vacation, say, in the middle of the vacation. I miss my program.
Nice.
We missed you too. It felt long. It felt very long. I'm sure we all enjoyed ourselves, but we were so happy to see everyone back after those 2 weeks.
Does anyone have any questions or comments about the launch program?
So it's just wonderful to see the skills that you're giving kids the opportunity to develop. I'm thrilled to hear what you're doing so far.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun, but it's been so nice to be, we are everywhere in that community. So it's been great.
I was going to say, I'm really impressed with how much out in the community you are and the connections you're building for all the students. I think that's so crucial. And you guys are getting out so much in the community. I'm curious, what does your transportation look like? How are you guys doing that?
So we are still using the town electric car. So we are able to have myself typically drive, and then the 3 students are in the car. We do sometimes also have our other support staff, Miss Yara, in the car with us, but she is also sometimes in her car. It can kind of feel a little tight in the back seat, but it's been working out well with charging, and you know, we're not going super far. The long distances that we're going maybe is about 25 minutes. So we're always fully charged and able to make it back.
Well done. It sounds like you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. It's been great.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming and telling us about all the wonderful things coming out of the launch program. It sounds amazing. Thank you, Sophia, for all the information.
Sophia,
I hope
nice
you're enjoying everything. And we look forward to hearing more from you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Have a
Thanks.
good night,
Yeah, have a
everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, Paul, do you have a warrant approval tonight?
Yeah, one sec. Between December 12th, 2024 and January 11th, 2025. Although that's interesting, it dates dates in the future, but I, Paul Kendall, authorized by my signature payables in the amount of $713,225.29. This includes general fund expenses of $353,480.07, revolving expenses of $347,581.22, grant expenses of $12,101.74, and meals tax expenses of $62.26.
Thanks, Paul. Jim, do you have a report this evening?
Yeah, just quickly, again, echoing Abhishek's comments, when Mike and I were walking around the schools the last few days, you know, we certainly got feedback with regard to the length of the vacation. Some certainly enjoyed it. Others were like, oh, couldn't wait to get back. The kids were pretty funny at Warren as you walked around. Half and half. We walked into a classroom and one of the teachers had done a survey, and literally they said, like, Mr. Adams, Mr. Kyra, look at the board. It was split 50-50, saying, oh, we wanted more time, or it was time to go back to school. It was pretty funny. But a couple things. One, just a reminder, there'll be continued budget working or a workshop on January 25th with the school committee. The town is seeking an opportunity for us to come together as the finance committee as well as the select board. So that's out there just for, I think, for folks to understand this is a long budget cycle this year. We've been working hard at it. And the last thing is the next meeting. I think it's important that Mike and I do a presentation to the committee on the competency determination that relates to the MCAS ballot 2, because there's certainly a lot of conversation in and around the Commonwealth as to what the roles of the school committee will be, which is actually approving. We have a policy with regard to our graduation requirements, and just I think it's important that you understand what the next step is for the board, but also for the district. And we're trying to maneuver through that right now with the state. And I think a presentation on the 22nd as to what really is changing and what did change with the ballot initiative or the ballot that was passed. It's every community is struggling, actually trying to figure out the right thing to do for their own community. But we must have a competency determination in play, which the MCAS was that.
Could I just ask, perhaps?
Sure.
I mean, I know we'll talk about this at an agenda-setting meeting.
Yeah.
But could you circulate in advance the current policy?
Correct,
Just
yes,
as a
sure.
point of reference
Yep.
for everybody to
Yep.
look at and have a frame of reference.
Absolutely, Mark. Yep. And that's all I had.
Thanks, Jim. Mike, did you have anything tonight? We can't hear you. Oh, Jim, do you need to? do
Yeah,
anything?
I was just trying to unmute. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah.
So we had a fantastic educator evaluation committee meeting today. I just wanted to point out the work that group is doing to be looking at the current rubric that we're utilizing and comparing it to the DESI model rubric that was recently put out. They spent some time looking at standard 1A and standard 1B and trying to determine if we want to move away from our current rubric and move towards the DESI model rubric, or are we going to be morphing the two to create something that is taking the best of both of what we have to offer. And I'm just really, really pleased with the rich discussion that we're having with the various educators that are in the room. There's some teachers, some service providers, counselors, and some administrators, and I just think it's just an excellent group. So wanted you to know how hard they're working. Open Architects is coming to meet with our administrative team on the 12th to introduce the next portion of that program, which is called the Student Companion. And that's going to be where we're going to now house all of our MTSS, the tiered system of support, intervention information for all of our students. So as we talk about making those next steps towards providing each student with personalized plans or intervention plans, this is going to be a major piece to that puzzle. So I'm really excited about what's going to be presented. They have taken our entire DCAP and BCAP document and they have put it into the Open Architect system where we can simply utilize a drop-down menu and to choose different interventions that are being accessed by all students to put those in. And they're going to be showing our administrative team how to utilize that and then get some feedback to make sure it's going to be purposeful and meaningful for all of our staff members. Other than that, our mid-year assessment window is open for iReady. So all of our K-8 students will be getting their winter assessments in ELA and math. That is all I have for today.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, moving on to the next section, policies. This is a second read. So unless anybody develops some concerns since our last meeting, we should be set to vote on these policies this evening, but certainly raise any concerns that you might have. The first one is the DJA Purchasing Authority. Any other comments or concerns or topics for discussion before we vote? Do we have a motion?
Move to approve policy DJA, Purchasing Authority as presented. Did you guys hear that at home? No? Okay. I didn't have my mic on. I'll do it again. I move to approve policy DJA, Purchasing Authority as presented.
Second.
All in favor, Marcy?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tina?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
And I. And next up is DJE bidding requirements. Did anybody have anything to add to that discussion? Do we have a motion to approve DJE bidding requirements?
Move to approve policy DJE, bidding requirements as presented.
Second.
All in favor, Marcy?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tina?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
And I for me. And then finally, the BHE, use of electronic messaging by school committee members. Any other comments or discussion about that?
Move to approve policy BHE, use of electronic messaging by school committee members.
Second.
All in favor, Marcy?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tina?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
And I. And next we move to the consent agenda. Is there anything anybody wants to say about anything on there? If not, I'll take a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor, Marcy?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Tina?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Aye. And And there's no need for the last item on our agenda. We're going to postpone that until we have further information. So, oh, sorry. Reports of school committee members. I almost skipped your ability to tell me what you've been up to. We'll start, Paul, anything you want to share?
No.
Tina?
I don't think there's anything since our last school committee meeting, no.
Abhishek?
I got nothing except we do have midterms coming up soon in the high school and I know the middle school as well. So not looking forward to that, but also it's coming up and we got to be ready for that.
You got to go right back into study mode, right?
Yep.
Marcy?
Don't think I have anything.
Wow, we're just getting back to work here. I did attend the War Insight Council, so that was yesterday. No, 2 days ago. Anyhow, all good there. And that's it. All right.
Move to
now,
adjourn?
do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, the
Aye.
meeting's short, but
Aye.
it's over, and thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Like
Good
us.
night.
Night.